So this is a way you can explore Genesis 1, verses 14 through 19. So day 4, that's the day when God made the two great lights, the sun and the moon and the stars. And so we had a kids camp, creative kids camp today, and we used exploration using circles. So when I think of the moon, I think of a circle, and also of the sun, even though it's a sort of an exploding amorphous ball of gases. So we just explored circles, starting with shapes. So we did like shape with our hands in a circle. We did shapes with our body in a circle. Even they could try to find somebody else to make a circle with. And then we explored movement in circles, just making circular shapes in the space. So if you were to imagine there was red paint on your head, or purple or yellow, whichever color you want, we're just going to make a circle with our head. Oops. Low battery. You can just explore different body parts. So like it could be like a circle with your ear. Put the purple paint on your shoulder and do a circle. Maybe both circles on both sides. You could have them put some on their wrist. Make a circle in front of them, or to the side, or above their head. Basically exploring all different ways you could do circles. Knees, big toes. I'm gonna raise this up a little bit, and then oops. Hello. And then you could do some circles with your hips. You could do circles this way, and just to get them warmed up, thinking in the way of circles. And then we're going to do an exercise through the space. So if you have a big wide open space, right now they're doing movements in place, just kind of not really traveling. But then I've got my djembe, and I'm going to explain to them that when I play my djembe, they can move through the space. You might call out some different ways that they can move while they're moving through the space, and they're looking for empty spaces so that they don't bump into anybody. And then when I call out circles, so you're going to have them practice the circles at first. They can start with one partner and make a circle and move in a circle together, or maybe there's 3 of them, two or 3 together. 3 makes a nice little circle, and they can move in a circle holding hands. Then you could try the whole group in a large circle, depending on how many people you have, where they are holding hands and they're looking and noticing how they make a circle. And it's a great opportunity for them to realize how they can watch each other, listen to one another, be aware of each other, so that they stay in the circle when they begin to move. Because as we know, if someone is jerking on the circle, going faster or slower, it's going to make it look more like an amorphous blob. So this is a chance, depending on the age level, to start standing still, practice moving in the circle, and then you're ready for your exercise. Now the big circle represents the sun, and the smaller circles maybe represent planets or the moon. So I'm just gonna play the music. I'm just gonna say, go ahead, move through the space, and then I'm going to call out circles, and when I call out circles, they're gonna find their could be whoever's right next to them, or they may have assigned partners, 2 or 3 together for a small circle, or I might say big circle or sun circle, and then everybody joins in for the big circle. And then while they're moving in the circles, whether in the smaller circles or the larger one, you can call out different ideas for how to move through the circle. For example, it could be like low down, like, you know, like a creeping kind of movement. It could be on tiptoes. It could be sideways to the left, sideways to the right. It could be with arms up. It could be fast. It could be slow. So you can call out different ways for the circle to move while you're playing your djembe. You could change your rhythm and your speed. And then in between you can just, oh, that's the thing. This is the thing. This is what I forgot to tell you. So when they're moving through the space, they're the stars. So we're gonna explain to them, we're gonna have them experience their hands like this, and then shine, 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 okay? If they're frozen in their space, in a shape, it's a freeze twinkle. So here's your shape. Freeze twinkle, could be any different kind. Freeze, there's a boat going by. Whatever shape they make, this is your freeze twinkle. Here's a boat. If they are just moving through the space, then they could be shooting stars, and they can be shining. They're using their shining hands, but they could be leaping, running, twirling through the universe, and that's how it goes. So we say stars, shine. We say shine, and then they go leap and twirl and shine through the space, and blah, blah, blah. And then if I say circle, big circle, sun circle, they come, the big one. Then I say shine, they're dancing through the general space. If I say freeze twinkle, then they're just frozen except for their little hands twinkling. And then if I say circles, small circles, planet circles, whatever you want to call it, just come up with your name and stick with it. And then they find each other. And then you can challenge them while they're dancing in their smaller circles to orbit around each other, to dance and move in amongst each other. So the circles are kind of like, going like that. And then it's going to be lots of fun.